Hello, everybody, again. Old messages would be mine number 456 from 11/6, November 6th, 2013. We come closer to the end of that year. Phosphorescent glow of enigmatic amplitudes, bubbling forth from discordant attitudes. So phosphorescent glow would be, to me, would be spiritual, light, glow of enigmatic amplitudes of different types of levels and degrees of brightness, bubbling forth from discordant attitudes. So it's coming forth and bubbling forth as types of light from discordant, which would be not having to do with God, not in concord or agreement with God, bubbling forth from discordant attitudes, which would be darkness, different levels of darkness in non-believers. Remembrances of times long since past, reminders that nothing ever lasts. So remembering these times long since past, whether it's your life or in history, it's just reminders that nothing ever lasts. Receptacles of love and desire, never ceasing their pull, never tire. So the receptacles of love and desire, it's our bodies, it's our, but never ceasing their pull, what's inside us. It never tires, never ends, never gives up. Rivers flowing from beginning to end, their waves tell us what they portend. Things constantly change, and things up ahead, and everything's going to empty out into something much more, much more. So everything that is noticed or is given to us through our journey through life, through man's life, it's flowing endlessly, ceaselessly towards that end. Incomplete, we stumble onward, almost forgotten, learned things afterward. So incomplete, as we are, we stumble along, moving forward, almost forgotten what we learned. And we remember them afterwards like, oh, we almost forgot what we had learned. So we're here to learn and grow. We don't want to forget these things. We want to. Some of the things are in us subconsciously. They're there. They in some way changed us. We're not even aware of it all the time. Dispel all thought of this and that, trivial things. Focus instead on the one he begat, which is Jesus. Focus on him. Precursors we are of what's to come. So the speakers are like precursors, or the first among of what's to come. Ending the plague of deaf, blind, and dumb. So ending this plague of darkness, which has kept people deaf, blind, and dumb. The ebullient necessities fade to black. So these joyful, this immense bubbling forth exciting necessities, they fade to black. All this stuff in the world, they fade to black. It's not needed. Victims of demonic attack, which more and more people are becoming victims of demonic attack and being taken over. I see it all the time. Light pervades every corner of being, everywhere. God is everywhere. His light shines forth everywhere, driving that darkness away. Unable to believe all they are seeing. So this light, these beings of light that sent from God, they go into every corner of every being, of the entire world, of everything in this world. They're around you, just like darkness is. But they're unable to believe all that they are seeing. Now, who's unable to believe? Certainly those of light would believe, because it's part of God. He knows all things. So there it's telling me those beings, physical beings, are unable to believe all they are seeing. So when they experience something, they say it's miraculous, or wow, it's a coincidence, or they're not even realizing what it is they are seeing. It's from the result of spiritual beings. Displeasure from above quickens the pace. Soon all shall behold eternal face. So displeasure from God quickens the pace of things to come. Soon all shall behold the eternal face, Jesus. Diatribes encompass every land. See, that is the evangelists and everybody standing up there speaking this and that, and this is the end of times. It's going to happen on this date, and and preaching in their churches and on TVs and radios. They encompass every land. They're written everywhere, written down and spoken, written hastily by mortal hand. Trust not what feels wrong in heart. And trust, open your heart and mind and follow, and trust in that. And you ask for that discernment of His word and truth, His wisdom and knowledge, and trust in that. Trust not what feels wrong in heart. Not wrong in mind, wrong in heart. Hear the words we impart. Tomorrow comes all too soon, quickly behind blood red moon. So this is obviously when a blood red moon was occurring, or coming soon. Be aware of the signs that pass by, unseen to most with naked eye, because they're busy focused on this world. Take care, we are here to aid. All we do and say is heaven made. Peace be upon all the chosen, whose memories of things are soon unfrozen, which they have become, a little bit at a time. Jeremiah 17:7. Blessed are those who trust in the Lord and have made the Lord their hope and confidence. Psalm 25, verse 10. The Lord leads with unfailing love and faithfulness all who keep His covenant and obey His demands. Follow Him. Matthew 11:28. Come to me, all of you who are weary and carry heavy burdens, and I will give you rest. My number 457 from 11/14/2013. Emulate that which you worship, then darkness unable to trip you up along your path, trying to take from you all you have, attained on your journey unto the light, so glowing, so ever bright. So emulate that which you worship, which is Jesus. Then darkness will be unable to trip you up along your path, because it's trying to take from you all that you have of light. All that you have, trying to take from you all that you have attained on your journey unto the light, trying to dissuade you, lead you astray, take away what you've learned. Oh, it's a lie. Oh, it's wrong. So glowing, so ever bright, always there, deep inside. But we gotta get rid of that stuff that blocks it, so we can see more clearly. Again, is that you cover that up and bury that, and the darkness surrounds you more and more because you're covering up your light that's shining forth. So your headlights are getting dimmer and dimmer and dimmer. So that darkness is coming closer and closer. So get rid of that stuff so your headlights shine forth and drive that darkness away. Metastasizing, coalescing with those all around, speaking the words you hear without sound. So darkness is metastasizing, like cancer, coalescing, forming up with those all around, speaking the words you hear without sound. So they're speaking in your ear, bad words. At the same time, light is communicating to you also the words you hear without sound. So you want to keep that darkness at bay so you can hear the correct words. Truths be told every moment of day. It's like nonstop. All must kneel to Him, God, and pray, humbly asking forgiveness of sins, believing the darkness never wins. Be the body of flesh and bone, know that you are never alone. Be the spirit, free of all restraint, cleansed of devilish taint. Time has come to put away sinful ways. For behold, 'tis now soon the end of days. Rejoice in the knowledge we share with you. Focus on light in all you do. Try to do what's right. Focus on Him. Many follow you as you go, speaking to me, seeking to learn all you know. Be on guard, for some try to dissuade followers in whose thoughts they invade. And they will be sending those darkness try to dissuade you, tempting them with false promises and idols. That's what they do. Stay firm in all you extol, and all you speak about God. For now they see what they desire. Your heart is what they truly admire. So those who follow me and continue to listen to what I say, or any others like me, hold us to that Jesus measuring stick. We're still human though, too. Don't forget that. Once free of blind need, their souls shall be freed. So blind need, the things you think you need that you don't. If you once free of blind need, their soul shall be freed, and follow you, me, into the light, protected by all the Father's heavenly might. Awesome. Hebrews 13:5, I will never fail you, I will never abandon you. Psalm 91 verse 1, those who live in the shelter of the Most High will find rest in the shadow of the Almighty. Deuteronomy 31 verse 8, do not be afraid or discouraged. The Lord will personally go ahead of you. Proverbs 16 verse 24, kind words are like honey, sweet to the soul and healthy for the body. This is my number 458 from 11/17/2013. I was with a friend when this came through. Be thee still, thy heart of light, burning within, love so ever bright. Again, that light, that soul, that peace of God that's inside you. Melodies flow without sound, spinning through cycles round and round. Constant sounds, voices in heaven, the music of heaven, constantly, rhythm and rhyme, constantly coming forth. Beings of light speaking unto thee. This is how I was receiving these music the vast majority of the time. Beings of light speaking unto thee through this music, how it is to be totally free. Remembrances come and go, escaping with the increasing flow. So remembrances of past lives and who I was, and then for you in your life, remembrances come and go. Memories escaping with the increasing flow, carrying you forward. So some of these memories you let go of. Referring to that, you let them go, letting things go. Escaping with the increasing flow of souls of light, effervescence, so far away with lessening distance. So these souls of light, burning bright with God's light, they're so far away, but with lessening distance. They were getting closer and closer, which they have. So many more and more all the time coming around me. Tell me true, what lies inside you? Donatello painted tell me true what lies inside you. So nothing's hidden from him. They still want to confess up what's inside you. Offer it up. That's sharing of yourself, tithing. I don't think I ever really found out exactly what this was talking about. Donatello, who was a painter, Donatello painted the glorious sight, filled the sense of the Lord's might, told the countless numbers, induced unto slumbers. Donatello, I looked this up. I think I found I forget what the painting was. So you have to look up Donatello's paintings. Maybe you'll see one differently that reminds you of this. Donatello painted the glorious sight, so it has something to do. Glorious sight to me would be baby Jesus, the Mother Mary. So I think he painted that. So you have to look that up because I remember looking it up and found a picture that kind of reminded me of that, or spoke to this, or this spoke to it. So, but Donatello, Donatello, is painted the glorious sight, filled the sense of the Lord's might, filled us up with a sense of the Lord's might. So maybe it was one of the crucifixion, the resurrection. But you look up Donatello's paintings. Filled the sense of the Lord's might, it was told to countless numbers, induced unto slumbers. Induced unto as we rest, as we sleep. Angelic harmonies invade the senses. Speak of past and future tenses. So speaking to everybody, speaking to me specifically, angelic harmonies invade the senses while we're asleep. Speak of past and future tenses. As I was asleep. By the dawn of new age coming, hear the drone of a distant drumming, pulsing out the words of rhyme, beating in heavenly rhyme. By the dawn of new age coming, which it is, hear the drone of distant drumming. You hear it coming, and witness it, see it, and feel it. Pulsing out the words of rhyme, beating in heavenly time, is what these messages do. Don't deny the light inside that's in you, that piece of Him. Don't attempt to ever hide. You can't hide from God. For all is known of what you seek comes to those who shall be meek. Seek in meekness, humility. When you are called to do thine task, speaking to me, but also for you, when you're called to do thine task, when Jesus calls you, you will know of all He did ask. If you hear that call and heed this call, you'll know what it is, you'll understand what it is He's asking of you. Then to places you are led, you shall awaken what was so long dead. That's just speaking to me. I refer to you, but speaking to me here. Then the places I am led, which I've gone, It shall awaken what was so long dead, but some things have been. So, this is the day the Lord has made. We'll rejoice and be glad in it. Psalm 118, verse 24. Be thankful for that day. Nehemiah 8:10, the joy of the Lord is your strength. Awesome. Peace of Christ. God bless, God bless, God bless. Praise God. Let's see what Sarah Young had to say. It's tied into what? That's February 1st, January 31st. Psalm 105, verse 4. Look to the Lord in his strength. Seek his face always. And what to say on February 1st. This is Sarah Young's book. Her words from Jesus. Follow me one step at a time. That is all I require of you. Again, how do you climb a mountain? One step at a time. And your faith and believing in that, trusting that, will move that mountain under your feet. Like a conveyor belt. Like one of those Stairmasters. He's constantly moving that mountain. That's how your faith moves the mountain. One step at a time, walking up that mountain, walking down, you've moved that mountain. By believing and having faith that you could do that. And trusting in him to lead you. That is all we require of you. In fact, that is the only way to move through this space-time world. You see huge mountains looming, and you start wondering how you're going to scale those heights. There you go. That's exactly what I'm talking about. How can I do that? Faith. Meanwhile, because you're not looking where you're going, you stumble on the easy path where I'm leading you now. As I help you get back on your feet, you tell me how worried you are about the cliffs up ahead. But you don't know what will happen today, much less tomorrow. Our path may take an abrupt turn, leading you away from those mountains. There may be an easier way up the mountains than is visible from this distance. If I do lead you up the mountains than is visible, if I do lead you up the cliffs, I will equip you thoroughly for that strenuous climb. Keep your mind on the present journey, enjoying my presence, trusting me to open the way before you. Don't worry about what's way up ahead. What he's telling me on this, when I leave this, he's going to tell me when to go, when I can go, and I choose the time and leave this Florida. And he's giving me the path, the direction to go. And he told me he's going to stop and rest when I say to, go when I say to. Because he's navigating for me. He's navigating my way through evil that's going to be lying in wait and potential accidents and so forth. He do that for everybody. Like if you get delayed and you're in a hurry and you're getting delayed and you get frustrated by it, don't get frustrated by it. And I used to tell him, sometimes I still occasionally do, but I used to really get, oh, am I stuck in this traffic? Or what? Come on, hurry. We'll get there when we get there, when we're supposed to get there. But he's delaying you, preventing you from getting in a bad accident up ahead, preventing you from getting suffering harm up ahead in the direction you're going, at the pace you're going. So trust in him in those situations. Thank you, Jesus. Calm me down. He'll get you where you need to be safely. And you let him have control of your path. Psalm 18, verse 29. With your help, I can advance against a troop. With my God, I can scale a wall. 2 Corinthians 5, verse 7. For we walk by faith, not by sight. Trusting in him because we can't see what's up there. Psalm 91, verse 11 and 12. For he will give his angels charge over you to accompany and defend, preserve you in all your ways. They shall bear you up on their hands, lest you dash your foot against a stone. Exactly what we're talking about. Thank you, Jesus. I want to reiterate about talking about pillars of stone. Again, refers to Lot, his wife. She was a pillar of stone. How we become pillars of stone. We're so focused on the past, we can't let go of the past. Instead of facing forward and moving forward, we're standing in one place, turning around facing the past, not letting it go. So either we're walking backwards, I'm not seeing where we're going, we're going to fall on our butts, walk backwards off the cliff or whatever. Or we're standing still, not moving forward where he wants us to go because we're focused on the past. What happened to Lot's wife? She turned a pillar of stone. So we become literally a pillar of stone, unable to go forward. Can't go back. Can't change anything. Past is gone. It's continually moving away from you. Can't go back to it. Even if you're standing still and not going forward in the future, past is still receding, like a river. You stop on a bridge, there's the future coming at you. You're in one spot, but you're facing the past, the river going past you. You're still stationary, that pillar of stone, but the past is moving away from you, moving away from you. But you've stopped, like you're a dam. You stopped that river. The past is from viewpoint where you are, continuing moving away from you. That's not how you're supposed to be. God doesn't want you to be that pillar of stone. You have to focus on now, turn around, focus on now, where you're going, trust in Him for the future, hope and look to the future. Excuse me. And let Him have control. Let Him have control. Move to the future. Move forward in the direction He wants you to go. Because you can't. You don't want to be a pillar of stone. And I was. We all are or were. He does not want. You don't have to remain that way. He does not want you to be that way. Let go of those people, places, and things. What happened there played a part in molding who you are right at this moment. Give yourself to Him to let Him continue to transform you, remold you, and what He needs you to be. Change is not something to be afraid of. Don't be a pillar of stone because you're afraid of change. Change is important. Change is good. Your body's changing throughout life, growing, maturing, then decaying and getting older. You can't stop change. So continually change spiritually, growing spiritually, most importantly, growing emotionally, maturing, growing intellectually, learning. Our physical growth stops and then decreases. Our mental growth continues to increase. Some who get lazy and sometimes no fault of their own, things happen, or the dementia sets in, and then it decreases. But spiritually, constantly increasing. Emotionally, we constantly increasing. And as long as we can, take care of that temple, at least slow down the physical. Take care of your temple. Don't get overweight. Don't get lazy. You can slow that down. Take care. You're the caretaker of the temple. You are. We all are. Individual temples. This church of God, the true church where the kingdom of heaven is inside us all. We'll take care of that. So don't be a pillar of stone. Turn around. And become not a stone. Become human again. Live life. Move forward. So go about and enjoy the rest of your day. Wherever you are. Sleep well. It's at night. And talk to God. Talk to Jesus. Talk to your loved ones. They hear you. And believe. Peace of Christ. God bless.